I was recently analyzing my data from my Etsy and print-on-demand store that has earned me over $370,000 in revenue in the course of the past 1.5 years on Etsy. And one thing that I found in my analytics was that one product earned me over six figures. And had I never thought of bringing my designs to this product, I wouldn't be on this YouTube channel giving you guys some helpful information and sharing my success story. This product has earned over six figures, and it's crazy to look at it and realize that I was just going to stick to t-shirts, and had I not moved to different product types, I don't think I'd see the success, because the thing about Etsy and print-on-demand and the current state of Etsy and print-on-demand is, to be quite honest, selling in a saturated product market really won't get you too far, and you may see a lot of success with a different type of product. So that's why you see me making all these videos about 7 different print-on-demand products that can earn you $100 a day, and all of my sample videos that I make, because I want to urge you as a business owner to be different than the rest and find different product types. While in this video you're going to be seeing the one product that has earned me over six figures, this product market is already very saturated, and while I would encourage other people to maybe try the product that I saw success in, maybe this product might not be your six-figure product, and that's something that I want you to look through the catalog, maybe on Printify. Go on their site, look at their catalog, and look at all the different products. Calculate the profit margins that you could potentially see with every single product, and really get into the mindset of, hey, what can I create that's going to be different from the rest? And you're going to find magical things will happen once you start creating those types of products. But besides that, we're going to get straight into this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and let me know about I don't know why I clapped there. My hands just did the thing. I feel like I'm doing magic here. Anyways, comment down below what your favorite product right now is, and what type of product that maybe is different from the rest that you're considering designing for. But we're gonna hop right into the video. So if you found my channel, you've probably already heard my story a few times by now. I know I keep bringing it up, but my Etsy and print-on-demand store has earned over multiple six figures in a year's time frame. I started like a lot of people, where I began designing for t-shirts, and then I started designing for tank tops, and I tried doing the mug route a little bit as well. And I just didn't find success with those products, to be quite honest. It wasn't until I really started doing market research and looking at different product types outside of the more saturated product types that I saw on Etsy, which were maybe workout tank tops and group t-shirts and things like that, that the markets I just couldn't break through, no matter how hard I tried and how unique my designs were. And I knew people liked my designs, but it just wasn't getting visibility that I wanted, and I knew I could get to if I just really worked at a different product type. Now, there are a few ingredients to seeing success in the Etsy algorithm. One of those ingredients is, of course, a high demand niche. The second ingredient is a low saturated product type, and the third ingredient is just having the correct traffic and traffic gain through maybe social media, maybe through organic reach, such as using SEO on Etsy. And there's so many other ways to get that organic reach as well outside of those. But generally speaking, you still want a niche that is high demand, a low saturated product type, and that's what can really gear your store up for some high sale volumes throughout the year. So with that being said, I knew I had a high demand niche. I knew I had a great design, but I just wasn't seeing any visibility in the Etsy algorithm, because I was in a very high saturated product, and t-shirts just weren't it for me, and it really isn't it for a lot of people now. I know of some stores that see sales with t-shirts, but it's hard, guys. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and convince you to sell a t-shirt when it's low profit margins and the competition is just pretty high. So with that being said, I decided to start designing for the Gildan 18,000 crew neck sweatshirt. Within a month's time frame, I saw such a huge increase in sale volumes on my Etsy store, and in that month alone, I had over $10,000 in revenue. It was my first 5-figure month once I began selling this sweatshirt. Now, with that being said, a lot of people have heard my story. They know that I started in January of 2021 with one sale, and that first sale was actually a t-shirt. February hit and I saw a 4-figure month, and I was still selling mainly t-shirts. I started branching out into sweatshirts. Then March came, I branched out to sweatshirts. I saw that 5-figure month, and from there it's been history because I switched to a lower saturated market, which was in the sweatshirt world. And that was something that was really trending during 2021, and it's still trending now, which is wearing the crew neck sweatshirts. They're super cute and super comfortable. Gildan 18,000 specifically is a fleece lined sweatshirt, which makes it super soft, and I highly recommend ordering a sample just to try it out yourself and see how your design prints on a sweatshirt. With that being said, I went through a lot of trial and error with this specific sweatshirt because I found that one of the best-selling colors at that time of the year, which was the fall time, was the sand Gildan 18,000, and during that time it did go out of stock amongst all print-on-demand companies, and on top of that it went out of stock in bulk apparel websites as well. No one could carry this sand 18,000 Gildan sweatshirt, and I, as a business owner, had to pivot at that time and say, oh my gosh, my best-selling items out of stock. What do I do? So what I ended up doing was I ended up pivoting to the Gildan 18,000 in color ash, which is a light gray color, and it was super cute, super still trendy for a lot of my customers, and they all moved to the Gildan color ash. And when the sand color came back in stock in January of 2022, I brought it back to my Etsy store, and surprisingly, I was still getting more sales on the Gildan ash color sweatshirt and sports gray color sweatshirt. So from this experience alone, it really taught me that first of all, you need to find a trending product and also maybe start your own trend. Don't follow the pack and the rest of the people who are selling t-shirts. Maybe you may find a t-shirt color and something that's different than the rest in colors that pops out to customers when they're on the Etsy search. That's something that my store became known for because a lot of people were selling just regular black sweatshirts, and I came through the market with a Gildan 18,000 sand colored sweatshirt, which is a really beautiful color. And to be quite honest, that's just one of my favorite colors of sweatshirts. It was just very cute when the fall season came, and surprisingly, it still sold throughout the year, even this year alone. One thing that I wanted to leave you with, if you stuck around till the end of this video, is a quote by Tim Ferriss I will read here. And Tim Ferriss, if anyone has heard of him before, he wrote the book The 4-Hour Workweek, which is honestly one of the most life-changing books for me. I highly recommend checking out that book. One of my favorite quotes from Tim Ferriss on this subject specifically is, "It isn't enough to think outside the box. Thinking is passive. Get used to acting outside of the box." And I think in that statement alone, I hope that encourages more people to realize that, hey, if you want to really succeed in this type of business model, it's very important to think outside of the box. And sometimes that could be a different product type rather than a different niche or a high demand niche or a different design. It could be as simple as a product type. Maybe the product that you're designing for doesn't serve your creativity the best. This concept is something that I've spoken to a lot of students about. I've seen their design skills, and I have told a few students in the past, hey, I don't think apparel is what you should be designing for. I think that you should do jewelry instead, or a wine tumbler, or a blanket. And surprisingly enough, when they made that pivot in their business and chose a different product type, they started seeing immediate results in sales. My biggest takeaway and advice at the very end of this video is that maybe your design skills serve a better purpose with a different product type. And maybe this video finds finds you at a time and place in your Etsy and print on demand journey that you're not seeing sales and you keep pushing out listings after listings, and maybe it's just t-shirts you're selling and you're not seeing any sales on those t-shirts. Now, that's something that you may realize and take a step back and be like, okay, is it the product? Is it the niche? Is it my traffic? Am I not getting enough traffic? Am I getting feedback from friends and family that say, hey, I would buy your items, but you're not getting any purchases? And those are things that you have to kind of figure out, so to speak. But with that being said, sometimes it might just be the product market that you're selling in. T-shirts are very saturated and it's really hard to kind of break out of that saturation. And one thing that I have found, again, is just switching the product type. And that product type just worked better for my design skills. And you may fall into the same category where you realize, oh my gosh, this product I never thought of before. Maybe once you start designing for it, you start to see those sales, and that ends up being your next six-figure product type. So hopefully this video provided some inspiration for maybe someone who might be feeling low about not getting sales during the season of their Etsy and print on demand business. But besides that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around for that blooper reel, because y'all know one's coming. It just wasn't getting visible. I was selling the color white at first, or not white, sorry. So that's something that I can suggest to anyone who's new to print on demand, is to really get in and your creativity. I'm going to repeat that. That sounded very dorky. May not be the one that will get you to that six-figure product. I'm going to repeat that. Is really important, and the biggest takeaway at the very end of this video is I'm going to repeat that. You may be able to design for it isn't enough to think outside the box. Thinking is passive. Get used to I can't even say a quote. I'm going to repeat that.